Hey everyone, this is me, John Griffin, coming to you on Saturday. And I just found out that I have tested not for COVID, but I'm quite sick. I have all the symptoms of COVID. So they suggested I not go anywhere for the next few days. So guess what? We're going to have class like this. So this is our class for this week. All right, so let me go over things. Week one is usually a very short class, anyways. I just explain the class, um, go over a few things. But the most important thing is don't come to class this week. Okay? There is no class this week. We're just having it online. So all you got to do, I'll put up on our site a class schedule. You can look over the schedule. And then for your assignment this week, you have to just write a self intro. So I'll put that up also on our class site on WebEx. And basically, maximum one page. So you don't have to write that much. Just tell me about yourself, your background, and try to tell me something interesting about you, not something that's like boring. Try to tell me something that makes you kind of stand out or something that I can remember you by, right? That makes you different from other people. So that will be your attendance this week. So when you send that to me by email, that's also on the class assignment, the email you send it to, that will basically be your attendance. Then you're here this week. So don't worry about attendance. Don't worry about coming to class this week. Um, so this class is set up so you've had too much English already. If you think about it, right? You've had too much English taught as an academic subject, right? Like math, science, blah, blah, blah. So it's language is different. Language is a living, breathing communication tool. And we'll use the book, I don't have that in front of me, for about 6 chapters because the final exam is a standardized test that all classes, there's about 100 or so of these classes on campus. I teach 3 of them. We'll all take the same final exam at the same time, like Suno. It's a standardized test. So anyway, and it comes from 6 chapters in the book, but then for the rest of the class, I bring in outside materials, different topics, etc. Because that's how you expand, how you improve your language skills is by expanding your topic range, right? So I know this. Some students have written that they got a job in a restaurant and they're serving some foreign customers, and at first they were happy that they could use English and kind of be able to speak English and improve their English. But then after a few weeks, she wrote that she realized that the topic range serving someone in a restaurant was very limited, right? So it was kind of good. Her language got to a certain level, but after that, it sort of plateaued or flattened because she couldn't really. You can't really expand and talk about a different range of topics when you're just trying to serve someone and understand their order and talk about the menu, right? So that's the idea with this class. I bring in a lot of outside topics that will expand your topic range. So we'll talk more about this next week in class. And next week, so the class, the first time we will meet is on Monday, the 11th, right? And you don't have to bring your textbook. So we'll start with the textbook in week 3. And if you look at the textbook, the first chapter is really short, talking about second language learning. But we'll talk about that. We'll do more activities next week about language learning in general, because that's it's a pretty important topic. But the book only has 3 little paragraphs about it. Okay, so let's see what else. So do your so the assignment, you do it in Microsoft Word, and please do all assignments in MS Word, because that way I can easily comment and edit your papers, not in Hangul or not in any other operating system. So please do it in MS Word. Again, send it to the email that's on the assignment paper. and look at the schedule. So we have basically 3, maybe 4 quizzes. Basically, we do 2 chapters and a quiz, 2 chapters and a quiz. And the midterm, you'll see, comes later in the year. It's not week 8 or 9. It comes around week 11 or week 12, because I like to get through all 6 chapters in the book and then have the midterm. And then the midterm is actually pretty close to the final exam, which covers very similar material. That way, it's going to stay in your brain and won't be just injection, forget, right? So if you have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask me a question, right? Just send me an email, or you can put it on the class site through WebEx, or what's that called, Classroom. You can ask me a question there if you have a question about anything about the class. But the most important thing is, don't come to class this week, because I can't go. I don't want to infect you. And I look forward to seeing you all on September 11, okay? So just to reiterate one more time, so there's no class on campus this week. Just watch this video, do your self-introduction, write that in Microsoft Word, send it to me by the email address listed on the document. And once you send me the email, that's your attendance for this week. Good luck with all your classes, and I will see you in about 9 days. All right. Thank you. Adios.